Well, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope Shelby made it. Yay. And Judith was the first one to be here on YouTube to say hi. Natalie's here. Awesome. You guys are on the ball. Oh my gosh, the numbers are climbing quickly already. That's awesome. Well, I had a busy day. How about you guys? I was chasing the clock all day, but I did get a lot of things done. I had a Zoom meeting with Spellbinders this afternoon, which was really good. Lots of fun new things coming our way from them. Put in a few orders, organized some stuff, got everything ready for the live. And it's already 4:30. I don't know how it happens. Yes, Catherine, it's rainy here too. But that's okay. Sometimes you need a rainy day. And I'm just reading comments here. Everyone's saying hello. It's so nice to see everyone. Well, today's live is going to be new products. And I promise it will not be as long as the last one. I actually do not like lives that are that long. I myself don't like to watch lives that are that long. So I'm going to really try to keep on track and get through the stuff in a timely manner so that you guys can get dinner started and do all your family things. Now, as usual, we're going to do 2 draws. One will be done at the end of the live, and it will be for a $10 gift card. And then we are going to do our physical product giveaway, which you're looking at right here on the screen. And that is a shopping reward. So you must shop with us between now and midnight and purchase something that we talk about in the live. And in your comments of your order, you have to put the word live. So live stream, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, I love your live, whatever it is you want to put in there. You have to put the word live in your comments, and then we'll enter you in a draw, which we will do tomorrow sometime. And you will win one of these 2 prizes. So we're going to have 2 winners. 2 winners. So you're each going to get the same thing. This is a swatchlet die from Tailored Expressions. So it is a great way to swatch cardstock and other fun things, or you can just use it as a great tag. It does have 2 different styles of tag toppers. So that's a really fun set. And then also one of their monthly flower stamps. So those are going to go to 2 lucky winners. Again, definitely need to put in the comments live. If that is not there, I skip right over you. Okay. So that is your end of the bargain. And orders need to be in by midnight. So our point of sale will actually cut the day off at midnight. So if you squeak an order in at 2 a.m. and put in live, I don't even look. That goes on the next day's sales. So I don't look at those. So it has to be before midnight. Okay, guys? So I'm going to set those aside. We'll review those again at the end. Actually, you know what? I'll leave them here so you have something to look at. We're going to have a quick chat about Gina K release and Lawn Fawn release. So it's a big week. Gina K has her new release tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. So that's Tuesday, the 23rd of September at 8 p.m. So the last several months, we've been doing pre-orders for the lives that she shows, like all the products that she shows, and including her kits. And I'm telling you, word has got out because we are ordering in a ridiculous amount of kits, which is amazing. Now, as we've said before, we make 0 money on those kits, 0. We do it simply as a courtesy for our customers. We know it's difficult to shop across the border right now. And we want you to be able to get the things that you want to get. So we just break even on those, no profit, but they do go fast, and they're going to go fast on Gina K's website as well. We do not get to pre-order the kits. We get to see them the minute that you get to see them. So what we do is we jump on as soon as they're live and we put in a big order. And then we kind of watch what happens. Shelby will get them up on our website and people start shopping right away. So let me tell you guys, if you are shopping the new release with Gina K, we put in we put in a lot of orders in a 24-hour period. And that is when most of the shopping takes place. If you are coming to us 2 days after the release, so like Thursday even, we've got all of our orders in. Then you're in a situation where you have to wait until we have a big enough order to put it in. Plus, things will be selling out on Gina's site, and we can't order them then. So then you go on a wait list. So just be aware of that. If you can tune in to her live on Tuesday evening over on her YouTube channel and watch, and then you can be ordering from us at the same time, that is your best option. Like I said, this is her Christmas release. I've seen all the products. I've already got a big order in, and it's going to be a popular one. And like I said, if things sell out, like you could be pre-ordering on our website. We're putting in orders as soon as we possibly can. As soon as we have that minimum dollar amount, we throw an order in. So sometimes we're putting in 10 orders in a night. As soon as we do that, but things get sucked out of our cart the same way that they get sucked out of your cart on our website. So if they don't fulfill the order, even though they say they have it, then we have to come back to you and say, you know what, that didn't get added to our cart. But we definitely do our very best to secure those products right away. So Marianne Baker says, is it a Christmas one? 100%. I recommend, if you are a Gina K fan, you go over to her fan page, her website, her YouTube channel, all those things. Educate yourself. She's done sneak peeks. The information is up on her Gina K Design Stamp TV. You'll have to scroll back a little bit, but all the information is there. She's given sneak peeks and information about the stuff. So definitely educate yourself. If you're waiting to ask us questions about things when you see them, you're going to miss. And that's not us. That's how fast things roll at Gina K. I can tell you, we put in several orders, like I said, on the night of the release. I can tell by the invoice numbers how many orders are going in on her website. And it's not hundreds. It's thousands of orders going through. And we are just the same as everybody else. Now, I will say, as a retailer, we do get priority shipping, which is really nice. So this stuff comes across pretty fast, but I've said in previous lives that we have a special system set up for our products coming across the border, and we pick up shipments every other week. So if Gina K ships right away and happens to miss our delivery across the border, it has to sit there for 2 weeks until we pick it up the next time across. Sometimes it sucks. I get it, but it makes it a lot more economical for you guys, for us, and everyone involved. It is such a smooth process. It is almost flawless. So, we know that sometimes it can be a pain. We are expecting that the shipment is going to come across the border on October. Let me just see here. October 9th. Okay. So that is 2 weeks from this Thursday. I doubt very much if we're going to see any Gina K product hit our address by this Thursday. I could be wrong, but the majority of it is going to come across on the 9th of October. That's only a few more days than 2 weeks away, which is nothing, because we all know you're not going to craft with it right away anyways. You just want to have it in your hot little hands, which we will definitely do. So yes, we all put our patience pants on, and we wait for that product to come across the border. But I will say, don't put your patience pants on when you're ordering. Make sure you are paying attention to that live that she's going to do tomorrow night. And Shelby and I are going to both be sitting in our offices, typing away back and forth, making sure we have everything on spreadsheets and all kinds of fun stuff. So, definitely educate yourself ahead of time as to what's coming, and be ready. Be ready. Yes, products will be on our site at 8 p.m. You might find that things with like the kit, it might take another minute or so to go up. Keep refreshing your screen. I sent an email out today with a link that's going to take you to that Gina K section on our website. So it's under the Gina K brand, and it's that new release category. It'll be empty now. There's nothing in there, but the new stuff will come. Okay, so it's going to be busy. We know it's going to be busy, and we're counting on you guys to make it really smooth. So please read the information in the email that we sent out today, just so that you know what you have to do to make the process go really smooth. Okay, so we're counting on you guys. You guys have been doing awesome so far. The release usually runs very smoothly, and it's all great. So there's that. And then just 2 short days after that, Lawn Fawn is doing their winter release. And guys, oh my gosh, if you've been watching the the sort of sneak peeks and warm up to what's being released. It is spectacular. I'm already right now, before we even get our first order, and putting in a reorder because I know some of this stuff is going to be hot. And so what we're going to do is that shipment is coming across the border on Thursday with our delivery. So we won't have it in the store first thing in the morning. It won't arrive until I arrive back from picking up that shipment. But we will have a walkthrough available here on our YouTube channel. And I will take you through the whole release, everything that's coming. And then you will have the opportunity to order it right away. As soon as I come in the back door, the girls are going to break open that Lawn Fawn box, inventory it all, and fulfill all of the orders. So there are so many great things. My list was very long, and I'm not even embarrassed to say how much of that release I'm adding to my stash. It is just to die for. I mean, definitely go over to the YouTube channel on Lawn Fawn or their Facebook page and check out what is coming. Again, educate yourselves prior to the release. Be ready, because if you wait too long, you miss out on the first round. No big deal. We restock. But there are so many great products coming. And if you're a Lawn Fawn fan, you're going to absolutely love it. So anyways, 2 big things happening this week. Plus, I'm going to be live right now, and then I'm going to be live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And then, of course, you're going to see me on Thursday with the Lawn Fawn release as well. So you'll get lots of online interaction. Okay, now we're going to get into the goodies that we have here. So I do have a little slideshow. I'm going to see if I can arrange to do this without messing it up. Let's add it to my stage. And we're going to go like this. Ha, I did it. Okay. So as you can see, the first thing up is Waffle Flower. And that is not a surprise. They're almost as popular for us as Tailored Expressions is. We are ordering very often. And this is their latest release. But I say that, and I am putting in an order tomorrow for another new release that's coming. So they just keep coming out with some super spectacular products. And the thing is, with this particular release, this is like an expansion on the postage collage that we've been seeing up until this point. So this is called Nesting Postage Collage. And it is kind of a fresh twist on the original version. It expands across all 3, A2, A6, and A7 size cards. Whereas the postage collage that we've been seeing up to this point, you have to buy the specific plate to go for A2. And then they have a plate for A6 and A7, but their stencils don't work really easily on those larger sizes. So this release here can be mixed and matched with the original postage collage if you cut the things apart. It's a super fun release, and I love what they're doing with this. And this is just phase 1. So they're going to expand on what you're going to see today. But it can be a little bit complicated if you're just looking at the products. So I'm going to try to break it down for you and show you what is happening. So this is the star of the show. So this here is called the Nesting Postage Collage die. Now I'm just going to slip that aside, and I'm going to bring over mine because I did a little homework here. So in this package right here, you get this die set. You get the postage edge and you get the straight edge. So I've kind of opened mine up and made it available for you to see. So you get the postage edge, and then you get the straight edge for those 3 dies that you see here. And then there's also a matching blocks stencil. And what that does, I'll show you in just a minute, but that does coordinate with this, kind of like the postage collage stencils coordinate with the other version of the postage collage. It just sort of masks off that center area so you can do your ink blending, and then it keeps the outer edge nice and white. Okay, so that is the base die and stencil. So Nesting Postage Collage die. Now, when you use this, the postage edge will cut out like this. Okay, and you can see that it's not the same size as an A2 size card. That allows you to layer it onto an A2 size card. You can use this in conjunction with the circle and the label. And you can collage all of these things in any configuration that you want to fill the front of an A2, A6, or A7 size card. Now, the dies that have no postage edge on them, they are, when you cut them out, they layer perfectly on top of the one with the postage. So see how you get that piece that layers on there? Now, if you are using the stencil, the block stencil, let's take this one out of here so you can see. The block stencil layers perfectly on top of this postage cutout, just the same way as the block stencils do for the other versions, so that you can mask off that outside edge and ink blend in the center. So this piece here is the same size as this piece here. Okay. And then you'll notice that this stencil also has this postage frame, which is super cool. They do have etching lines on the stencil itself that help you line up an A2, an A6, and an A7 card front to position this border in the middle of your card. So that works out quite nicely as well. And then, of course, there's also masking for the circle and the label as well. So that's what comes on that stencil. Let me just tuck this right back in here, because if I lose it, I'm going to be in trouble. And I don't want to be in trouble. So I'm just going to tuck that back in there so I don't lose it. So that is how that stamp and die and stencil work. Okay. So the, let me just lay this here. The postage edge looks like this. And then the straight edge, when you cut it out, layers perfectly on top of that postage edge. So whether you want to use the block stencil and ink blend that area, or whether you want to layer some cardstock on there, that's entirely up to you. And the same thing goes with the circle. Okay. Oops. The circle, that layers on there perfectly. And same thing with the little label. So that fits on there perfectly as well. So that's how that die and stencil work, which is pretty cool. Now, the other thing that comes along with it, but sold separately, is the nesting postage blocks die. So this is an actually very interesting die. So same three shapes. When you cut it out, you get frames for all of those three shapes. Okay. So when you see frames, they are a wonderful thing because it opens up shaker options, which is really cool. And the other thing is, so the frame can nest over top of this piece and block out that postage look. So you can cover it up. Okay. Or you can put this behind and it creates another mat. So there we have a mat now behind the postage. And then if you take this piece, it will layer on top. So see how you've created 3 different layers now just by adding in that block. Okay. So the block is pretty cool. Now this piece that pops out here is the exact size of the pieces that pop out of the thin die that comes with the set here. Okay. So you end up with kind of doubles of those. The innards of this are the same as the black pieces that pop out there. But I love that frame idea. It allows you to do a lot of different things. So I'm just showing you an image here of the nesting postage collage in action. And then I'm just going to flip to the next slide. There is the block die. See how it's added sort of a frame over top of your stenciled image, which is really cool if you want to create a shaker or if you just want to frame your image. And then as you can see there, they've added those leaf die cuts to kind of, do a cluster in the one corner. So frames are a really awesome option. And I love what they've done with this. So everyone, what are they saying here? Blah, blah, blah. I heart all this new Waffle Flower. Oh my gosh. Waffle Flower is a very innovative company. I love how they've taken a base product and there are so many options for it now that you just don't get tired of it. It's just so fun. Okay, so that's how those 2 die sets work together. And then if that wasn't enough, what they did was they created a large postage collage stamp. So you know all the small ones that are available for the A2 size A2 size waffle flower postage collage die and stencil sets. You can use them for the A6 and A7 as well, but they're all those little postage accents. They have the base one, and then they have some themed ones that go with the stencils. Well, those are really tiny. I'm sure some of them might work okay with these larger images, but they came out with a set that is sort of sized in conjunction with the pieces that you'll be stenciling out now, which I think is very cool. So I'll just show you one in action here just so you can get an idea. So this is a mini slim card, and you can see how they've used the circle images that I'm going to show you come on the stencils. But see, that's using this circle image here. And they've done a couple of those on the front, and then you can see that those larger stamps are used as well. So super fun. And it's just a little bit more to scale with the images that you're going to be using. So love, love, love that. Okay. Now, they did have some stencils release for this particular system. Okay, so there's 3 of them to start us off. The first one is the Let It Snow stencil. I'm just going to flip this over. And you can see that it does do this panel here with the snowman. And then it does a circular panel with the penguin. And then it does the little label panel with the mountains. Okay, so I'm going to hold that up there. So that's all 3 of the panels. Now, the ultra cool thing with this is that what you can do is you can take your stencil and stencil it the way that it's intended. But you can also then flip your stencil over and get a mirrored image of the exact same thing. So in other words, you can have 2 snowmen facing each other or 2 penguins facing each other, all with the same set. So mirrored images can be done with these stencils. So that is the Let It Snow one. And you're seeing a picture of that in the slide that I have up there now. So there's that snowman. And then there's the little penguin. And again, you can see how it is layered on top of the postage collage. And then you can see that postage stenciling done around the frame. And then you can also see that they've added some embellishments as well. So super easy to make a card front. But if you want your snowman facing the other way, you just flip your stencils over and you stencil them all on the reverse side. So I think that's brilliant too. So really good job with that. And then the next one they came out with is the Nesting Postage Mush Love Stencil. So same idea. You get your large piece, which in this case is the hedgehog. You get the small piece, which is the snail. And then the label are the little mushrooms. I mean, talk about adorable. Same concept. You can stencil this in reverse so that your hedgehog is looking the other way and your snail is crawling the other way. So you get the large postage shape. So this one. And then you get the circle element and the label element, all on the same stencil. Okay, so now let's see what I've got for slides here. Aren't these fun? They're so fun. So here is, now see how the snails are going the opposite direction on the picture? All they did was they flipped the stencils upside down and they did the mirror image. Christina. Well, you'd be in good company, Christina. Christina said she needs it all. Well, I have it all. I mean, I have it all right now just so that the girls can work with it. But sometimes things just don't go back into the store inventory. They stay with me. Now, this particular sample is shown using that wood grain background. We shared this in a previous live. It's a die and a stencil. So the die puts the stitching impressions in the card, and then the stencil does the wood grain variation. So it looks spectacular. And these are great for all year round, but they definitely have a bit of a fall feel to them, which I just love. So that's one set. And then I think I have another slide. Yep. So there is the large hedgehog. And again, you guys can choose whatever color combinations you want. You can ink blend heavily or lightly. You can do a lot of shading. You can do tons of different things with these. And I just love that they create a panel that can be then layered on top of the postage collage frame, or you can just do it directly onto a plain piece of paper and just have the panel. Like there's so much flexibility within it. It's crazy. And Marianne says that wood grain duo is awesome. I have to agree. It's pretty great. Okay, what's my next slide? Oh, and that's the third one. So the next one is the Postage Party Bear. And again, it does this really sweet bear. Look at him. He's all happy with his party hat. And then you get the squirrel, and you also get the little candle label. So all three of those come in that stencil. And again, on this sample, you can see how they do that really cool postage outline. And that is done with this stencil. So see this area right here? So that is done around the actual thing. And you can see the 25 cents, how big it is in comparison to the tiny ones that you get with the regular postage collage. So that's using that stamp set that is a little bit more scaled for these images, which is really cool. Has anyone tried out the new large waffle flower? Okay, we're going to talk about those. Joanne is jumping ahead. So Joanne is talking about the new blending brushes that have come out from Waffle Flower. So we're going to talk about those in just a few minutes. Catherine says she loves it all. She doesn't even make cards. Well, Catherine, since you brought it up, this isn't just for card making. You can make those panels and you can use them as embellishments right on your scrapbook page. You can take these stencils, you can stencil them right onto your background, or you can use the dies, cut them out, and you can create a birthday bear on a birthday page. So definitely not limited to card making, but will work really great for both. So that is the 3 stencils that come with that new nesting postage collage suite. Okay, so does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask about this before we move forward? Because there are quite a few components, but I hope I did a good job breaking it down for you and explaining what you need as a base and then what the things are that work with it, because it can be very confusing if you're just, on the online store looking at stuff going, what? And over on the YouTube channel for Waffle Flower, they have 3 videos that outline this whole release, and they show lots of samples and just lots of ways to actually physically do it. So if you don't want to wait for us, because it does take us a little bit of time once we get the product, I have to give it to the girls. They got to make the samples, then it has to come back to me, and then I have to bring it back on and talk. So by that time, most of it's sold out and we're reordering. So definitely is, it can be a little bit confusing. So those videos are there too if you want to watch them. It kind of walks you through. So Christina says, my question is, do you want my credit card now? So Kim says that the bear needs a red cola drink. Now, funny you say that. I actually have die sets that have small accessories and different things like that. So you can totally change up what that bear is holding by placing die cuts and different things on there. Like there's tons and tons of variations that you can do on your own to make these things really fun. And I love that you're thinking that way already. So yes, Christina, you better send me your credit card number. And Kim, you are on the right track. There's tons of stuff that you can do with these really great products. Okay, so that's that part of the release, but that's not it. That's just one small segment. Okay, next up, here's just another sample showing you all 3 of those components used together with the bear. So, and that's an A2 size card. So they all fit on there quite nicely. Okay, what's my next thing? Oh yeah, now look at this. Isn't this cute? I thought this was so fun. So this is the back of an envelope. So I'm now talking to, well, I'm talking to everybody, but I'm specifically talking to my card swap friends. So we are just completing our first month with our new card swap. And I'm going to be sending out an email with that information again, because if you guys haven't joined in on this, you are missing out. I'm telling you, the cards that have been swapped and the inspiration that we're seeing, it's so amazing. But look at the cute thing you can do with an envelope with this, this particular system if you're using these dies, the circles. So you can make a little element that could go right on the back of your envelope. But again, if Catherine is still watching, this makes a really great element on a scrapbook page too. So you can kind of see it's not just card fronts. You can do lots of different things with these. I just love it. So I thought that was really fun too, and I wanted to share it. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next thing, and it is an expansion on the open book products. So open book was a larger set that basically filled the whole front of an A2 size card. And it is a really cool concept. So these little books that you see on this card here, it's just big size. Now, these products can be used along with the open book, but they can also be used on their own, and they're just a little bit smaller scale. So the bundle with everything includes the die for all 3 sizes of those books. And this is an A2 size card that you're looking at. And all 3 cards, or sorry, all 3 books will fit on the front, just like it's shown there. So this gives you the book, the shadow, and the option to put these little plates in to give your panel the look of text. Okay. Then there's the stencil to help you color in the fronts in just a plain color. Okay. So no fancy graphics that are shown on this card. Those are stencil add-ons. And then there's also a stamp set that allows you to stamp on those book pages. So it can be in the form of script that doesn't really say anything, or actual sentiments that you can put on there, which is really fun. So that is the suite there that includes everything that you need to do to make the book basics. If you don't want the stamp, you can get just the book die and the stencil. So that's available as a bundle as well. And then, of course, they have 3 stencil sets that go along with this die set, the open book die set, that will give you the graphics. Okay, so the first one is the birthday stencil. So you're seeing that in this card right here. So all this does is it takes the stencils and you layer them over the book pages, and it does create the 3 graphics that you see there. Okay, so it does work in conjunction with that, which is really cute. I love this one. It's got a birthday present split over the 2 pages in the book. And again, you can color them in any color combination that you want. And the graphics are super cool. So there's that. Christina, well, crap, I'm screwed. I will need all the open book stuff too. Oh, yeah. You're leaving now? Okay. And then here is a graphic for the second set. This is the fall stencil. So again, you get a mini hedgehog. Look at this. And you get that awesome to-go cup. You get the tree. You get the cup of tea with the leaves and the mushrooms and apple. Like, there's so many cute things. And then you can see on this sample, they've stamped the text over top of some of them just to give you that, that look of it being scripted in a book. And I love, too, that the blue book, with the blue background with the hedgehog, see how it's got the impression in the book pages? That's done with that die set right here. So to add that, and that's an option. You can take that out and have your pages nice and smooth, or you can leave it in and then they will have that etched right in the pages. And then the last one is butterflies, because that's a really popular one for them too. So this is also just to show you that you can take the elements from these stencils and the book things, and you can use them with the original postage collage as well. So this is the original postage collage, and there they've put a book right in the center there. There's a little one down here in the corner. So you can do things with it with the system that you already have as well, which I thought was super cool. So butterflies is the last one, and I'll just flip that over so you can see. So butterflies and florals. So those are the 3 stencils that go along with the book. I lost one of them. What do they do with it? Oh, here it is. The birthday, the fall, and the flowers. There's your book and stencil. And then the bundle has, the bigger bundle has the stamp set as well. Okay, so next on the list is the bookmark stuff. So this is leading up to an addition to a previous release. So we'll get to that part in just a second. This die here is the open book bookmark die, and it has 3 different size bookmarks. So depending on which of the open book products that you are using, this is adaptable to all of them. Plus, you can use this completely on its own, which they've done here in this card. So bookmarks, and then you also get a stencil that layers over top and allows you to ink blend on there. Plus, there are tassels for all 3 of the sizes shown as well. And this card just shows you how you can just use the bookmarks on their own to do to do a card just using those. But again, they do work really well with the little open book products. And you can see here that the mini ones have been added to all of the books here. And that's the fall set that is stenciled onto the book pages. And I love that they've used the sunflower cluster in behind. That's an older die. It's not available anymore, but you could do that with all kinds of things. And if I had to guess, I'm guessing we're only in September, that the next release, I didn't see anything in the next release, but soon they might even come out with some Christmas products that you can use too, which is super fun. Any more bookmarks? Oh yes. And here's another one. So then there's also a stamp set that you can get to stamp on your bookmarks. And they have sentiments that are going horizontally and vertically and in different sizes so that you can use them on your bookmarks, which I thought was really cute. So kind of bookish things that you can add onto these bookmarks for fun. And that just shows them in this slide here. Okay, so next we're going to slide on over. Like, check this out. Okay, so a while back, they released the round bookmark die. Now, when this product suite came out, I wanted to order this again, but it was sold out already and it was on a back order state. So I couldn't bring them in, but they are coming. We are ordering them now and they will come in. And plus I'm ordering the products that were released with this when it originally came out. So this will be a standalone die that you can purchase. And then they have some new products. That's this suite here. This is the Book Lover Round Bookmark Stamp and Stencil. And so what this does is, in conjunction with this, you can stamp this out and then you can die cut it and you can create your own bookmarks. Now, bookmarks are a great gift, especially if you have reading friends, but they also make a really cool accent for scrapbook layouts and for card fronts. Okay. They also make really nice gift sets. So this is what the two impressions look like. And again, with the stencil option, you can go in there and you can color them in any theme that you want. But check this out. Look, there's a card and then a couple of bookmarks that have been created in the same color scheme. And you could send a card and some bookmarks along for a gift. And then there are some sentiments that were released right here that are just for book lovers. So these are the inside sentiments for book lovers, but you can use these on the outside as well. Perfect for mini albums, great for teacher gifts. Or, you know, like, let's say we have a little girl in our neighborhood that always delivers the community newspaper. And, you know, she's in grade school. I'm sure she reads and does things for school, and like to give her a little bookmark as a gift. Like, there's just so many options. And with Christmas coming, it's just a really fun thing to do. So maybe you've got grandchildren or nieces or nephews, neighbors, different things. Maybe you have a book club or something like that where you can give bookmarks. But again, they can be used on card fronts as well. And I'm not sure if I snagged a slide. No, I didn't. But they do have some samples. But you can see the sentiments on this, like wishing you a book full of joy. They're supposed to be inside sentiments. That's this one here. But you can use them on the front of your card too. Just look through your die cuts and see if you've got something big enough that you can put a sentiment on. They work on tags. They work on all kinds of things. So super fun. Lots of great options, especially if you love that book theme. And then they also have, I love the font that they came out with on this one. They also have just a nice little quick reading set. This isn't necessarily book related, but it's super fun too. So things like hello and celebrate, smile, you did it, love you, miss you, take care, like all kinds of fun things. But it's just a really fun, whimsical little stamp set. And some of these would fit really nicely in the label for that. I'm just grabbing it. Ugh. Hold on, I'm doing a backflip here. This little label in that original nesting postage collage set. So just this section right here would fit a lot of these greetings. So that's a great option too if you're looking for something to go in there. Oh my, I love these and happy to be able to catch you live. Well, Carmen, welcome. It's so many great fun things that we're talking about here. So again, that bookmark die right here, it's called the round bookmark die, and that will be coming with our new release shipment. So again, when things get caught up in a new release, sometimes they take a little longer to ship. I'm guessing that we're looking more like the October 9th timeframe. We're hoping that they'll ship fast enough for that. So it's a super fun little grouping of products, and we're really excited to be able to bring it back. And they have some really cute stuff with the original release, but I won't show that now. We'll talk about that when it comes in. Then we also have tag toppers. I'm not sure if I'm going in order here. I got to check my next slide. Oh, yes. Tag toppers. So Tailored Expressions has a great tag topper die set. And then this one is also available now from Waffle Flower. It's $8.99. And these little toppers are so handy to have. And you can see how you can turn those little round graphics into cute little tags. So great for gifts. Like I said, envelope seals, like right on the front of your card, scrapbook layouts. I love using tags on scrapbook layouts. So there's so many options for them. So that is new. And then, oh my gosh, if you guys love the silhouette dies, this one is called Mush Love, and it's all mushroom themed. It is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, sorry. We want to have one more tag slide. So look how that little label one with the mushrooms, and they put a little tag topper on it, and it's just a little added accessory for the card. Now, look at that. These are beautiful silhouette stamps. They are designed to fit inside the Postage collage die sets, but you can use them on their own as well. They look beautiful stamped along the bottom of an ink blended panel. You can overlap them. Tons of really cool things. Mary says the hedgehog is her favorite. I'm not sure I can pick a favorite because I think the birthday bear has a lot of potential. I think the birthday bear can be used for a multi-seasonal thing, and he can be holding a lot of different things. And then I also love the snowman too. So I don't know. There's a lot of things. But look at these mushrooms. We are going to sell out 100%, but just know that we will be ordering more in with that next release. So, and there's even more coming, more of this type of set in the next release too. So, oh my gosh, like save your money, ladies, because there's a lot of really cool stuff coming. So that's a full panel. Then you can take those panels and you can cut them apart. And I love a good rainbow. And I think this is a really great way to show how the panel looks when you cut it apart. And here's another one. And that is using some of these really cool stamps. So, hey friend, love you, and miss you are all from this set. So you can see how great they look when they're stamped out. Super cool. Okay, that's the end of my slides. Okay, good. Let's remove that from the stage, and then we'll go back to here. So that is all of the new stamps, dies, etc. There are a couple of other things. I did die cut this one out because I thought you needed to see it. There is the Rhombus texture die. So I'm going to hold that up just so you can see. So this does not cut. It only pushes this impression into your cardstock, and it pierces it, and it makes it look really cool. And then there's the Rhombus panel die. Now this one does cut. It cuts exactly what you see here. So that's the pattern that will cut out. So here is the stitched one. I'll hold that nice and close so you can see the detail on there. Isn't that cool? So it's very subtle, and it looks amazing when it's on a panel, and then you layer all your stuff on top. You can ink blend over top of this as well. And this one is the panel die. So you can see it does the full A2 size piece. So you can cut this out of colors. You can cut this out of white and do a white on white thing. The other cool thing is all of these diamonds pop out of this. So you can use these and cut them out of different colors and then insert them back in here. Or you can insert them back in just randomly, kind of, and just like create like a little cluster of a certain area. You can color them. You can, like, we can make some cool diamond patterns here. I'm just going to fill this in. So you could put one of these here, and then you could do another one down here, and so on. So you can do some pretty fun things with this, but you can also, if you love them both, you can layer them together. And when you do that, it perfectly fits over the pattern in the back. So it creates a bit of dimension, but it also has all of that really cool texture in behind. So they do work together, but you can use them separately as well. So that is the last sort of die that comes with that Waffle flower release. And then we're going to get back to what Joanne was talking about. And those are the new background blenders. Now, she wants to know, or she asked, has anyone used these? So I am, okay, how do I say this? We carry the Waffle Flower blender brushes. They're very popular. We carry them in the smaller sizes as well. We've sold a lot of them. Are they my favorite brush? No. Are they a good brush? Yes. So here's the thing. They came out with the brushes in 2 different colors. So you've got your pinks, corals, purples, and then you've got your blues, greens, yellows. Okay, so if you like brushes with colored handles, so it just makes it super easy to differentiate what brush you use with what color, then that is a super cool option. And then they also came out with a set that is, I'll call they're cream, but they're like white. Now I did open this one up because I wanted to pull the brush out and show it to you. So each pack has 4 brushes and they're nice and chunky. Okay. So a nice big handle. So here's my hand. Okay. They're showing you blending like this in the video, which just seems ridiculous to me. I don't know that I could. I'd probably be more like this, but it does have that nice big head on here, and the brushes move very nicely when you are blending. So there's lots of travel there. So you're going to be able to do larger areas. And because it is so big, this is a brush that is very similar to the Pink Fresh, oops, it's going to roll, blending brushes, which is my favorite version of this. I have them here. So see how the head on it has a long bristle and it's quite wide. So this is not a brush that I typically grab if I want to do a lot of intense color, like deep, intense color. Now I say that, and I've seen Christina Warner use this brush and get really deep color. So I don't tend to use them that way, but you definitely get a nice soft blend. So I have not used the Waffle Flower ones. They do feel very similar to these bristles here. And I'm going to say you're going to get more travel with these than you are with these. But they are both very good options. We're currently sold out of these, but our shipment is on the way. And we've got lots more of those coming. And these have just arrived. So we haven't had a chance to play with them. I'm not sure if I will be adding them to my own personal library. I mean, I only need so many brushes. So I can't add everything to my stash, but we'll see how they go. And if they're like the other Waffle Flower brushes, they're going to do very well. I know our customers really love Waffle Flower products. And like I said, they are available in 3 different sets. So if you like the colored handles, you can get the colored sets. If you want to have all neutral and then just let the head on the top dictate what color you use it for, you can do it that way too. So create a stained glass window. Okay, people, I'm just sort of catching up on comments. So I can't tell you 100% how great they are because I haven't used them. But again, they do put out a very good quality product, and I'm sure that they've been tested well, and that they will be a great product. But again, I'm going to right now hold my opinion as being these are my favorite. They come in packs of 3, so I did not compare cost, so I'm not sure where they sit as far as the cost goes. But you do get one more brush in here too, so take that into consideration. But they are available. And we also carry the smaller sizes in Waffle Flower brushes as well. I'm not sure what our stock is at right now, but I always review that when I put in a new order. Okay, so that is it for Waffle Flower. Just a few little highlights here. The Sparkle Gel from Gina K. We do have this in stock, and I will say there might be more colors coming, but you didn't hear it from me. So this stuff is ultra cool. Do you know what it's a lot like? And we've carried it in the past and love it. It's probably one of the best gels. I'll just pull it over here. It is from Tailored Expressions. Here it is. And when you open this up, inside, there is this gel that is just filled with glitter. Now, this is the iridescent one. It dries clear and only the glitter shows, and it's pretty amazing. I really, really love it. And this is exactly the same product, only it's in Gina K's bottle. So I'm just going to open this up so you can see it's like a gel. It's really cool. It's super easy to blend. through stencils and so on. Great for the holiday season. So definitely pick some of that up if you haven't already. It's something that you're going to want. I will say I've had this in my craft stash for several years and have had no problems with it drying up. If you are concerned, what I do is I take, let me see if I've got one here. Here we go. I take the Glad press and seal and I put a piece over the top and then put the lid on. And that will seal out any air from getting in there. But I will also say these products are designed as consumables. So the idea is that you actually use them. So you can't buy a jar of this and let it sit on your shelf for 10 years and expect that it's going to last that long. It just doesn't. So I will say that the tailored one has stood up very well. It's been probably 3 years in my stash and it's still going. So, and this is exactly the same product, but Gina K Sparkle Gel. So that is available. So if you want that, make sure you grab some. And then watch for new things coming tomorrow night in the Gina K release. And we will be getting all of those too. So will the gel pick up the color of ink if blending over ink blending? So it is moisture based. So I haven't had with the clear one, I haven't had a lot of issues with that. But I, again, tend to be a fairly light blender. I don't do deep, intense color. But a lot of inks are water reactive. So when the moisture from that gel hits the ink on your project, it may pick up some of that. So yes, it's a possibility. I do have darker colors like red, gold, silver. I don't notice it as much with that because the pigment isn't dark enough to go in there. But if you are a real heavy, intense ink blender, you might find more of that happening. So that's a very good question. Okay. Yes, it does have an inside cap. Does the Gina K one have that too? Yes. So it does have that cap. You could even just put the press and seal over that too, just as an extra barrier. So pretty cool stuff. Okay, and then just a couple miscellaneous things here. We don't carry tons of Tim Holtz grungy stuff, but we do bring in some things that sort of catch our eye. And this is something that is quite popular. So there's sticker books. So this is filled with really cool Halloween type stickers. And there's a ton of stuff in here. So if you like the Tim Holtz ideology products, we do have a limited quantity of Halloween sticker books and the backdrops paper. So I'll just hold that up nice and close so you can kind of see what that looks like. There are some very cool papers in here. Again, something just to add to your stash and have there. Will you pull it out every day? No, but when you want it, it's got some pretty cool stuff on there. Lisa says, I'm really excited about the Vicky Bouton. Yes. Okay. Well, that has arrived. It's in our store, but you cannot break down the door and open the boxes. So the girls will be working on that. I'm not sure where in the lineup it is. We got slammed pretty hard with a lot of things all at once. We did advent calendars, Gina K releases, tons of pre-order stuff came in for the Scrapbook and Cards events. All of our shipments kind of came across the border all at once, and the store was insane. We literally could not keep up. So when things get like that, we can only do so much, and things kind of have to go in order. So I know the girls were getting very close to being caught up, and I know that this is a priority. So you will see it this week, and I ordered lots. It's a pretty great release, and there's some really cool new products in there too. And Angela, yes, I have ordered the Rock Candy Glitter from Tim Holtz as well, and that is also en route to us. They have two different styles, and we did get those, and they are coming. And I ordered lots, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then we had a customer request for this multi-storage tin. This is for the regular distress reinkers, distress paints, and distressed mini sprays. So if you're looking for containers for that, we do have those in stock too. All right, and we just have a couple of paper collections here, and then we're going to be done. So I tried not to make it too long. We're coming up on an hour. I'm hoping that we can do just over an hour and we'll be done. Okay, so this is some Halloween paper that has come in from Reminisce. So it's available in open stock. So we have the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Okay, so just traditional Halloween colors, orange, black, and then some of the stickers are kind of a white or an off-white. So for the skeletons and stuff. So that is available. And then there are 4 papers. So on this side, this is called Ghostly Greetings. So you've got your cut aparts. And on this side is just a black background with that orange fleck. Oop, that's too close. That doesn't look good. There we go. And then these border strips are usable. So you get that cool spider web border strip on there. And then this one is called Poltergeist Party with the ghosts and the bats. And then on the flip side is sort of a dark background with the ghosts. And this one is called Pumpkins and Potions. I love the back of this one. This is my favorite. Look at those spider webs and spiders. They're so great. And this is called Skeleton Shimmy. And the prints on these are quite small, so they would work great for cards too. And I love this one too, that check background with the little skeletons peeking out. My grandkids are at such a fun age for Halloween, so I'm having a ton of fun doing Halloween projects. We did a Halloween card swap, and man, the stuff that we have been seeing swapping around is so fun. Okay, and then next up, we've got this in a collection pack. This is Ghosts and Goblins, so not open stock, just collection. So all of those pattern papers are included inside of this collection pack. I am seeing a checkered flag there, and I love that because if you don't know, we race remote control cars, and I need all the things checkered flags. So, and there is the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Lots of really fun graphics and icons on there. There is a 6 by 6 paper pad. And again, those are just scaled down prints. There's that checkered background. Oh, it has some colored ones in there too. So that's kind of fun. And then they're just sort of scaled down graphics. So great for card making and scrapbook layouts. I've used 6 by 6 pads to create scrapbook layouts lots of times. So I love that. And then this really cool stencil as well. Does this have a name? It's called Spiders and Their Webs. So that is available too. So that is one collection. And then we have this one here. This is from Cartabella, I think. Yes. This is the Honeybee collection from Cartabella. Love the tones in this one. So it's very muted. I just really love it. And you can see all of the patterns of paper that come in this. So it's got that beautiful kind of grayscale look to it as well. And there is a sticker sheet that's included in that pack as well. And then you can also get the coordinating solid pack. So even if you like just this combination of colors of cardstock, it's a great thing to pick up. So that's available. And then there is chipboard available. There is a 6 by 6 paper pad. So all the same prints, just a different scaled down version of them. We've got enamel dots. We've got this washi tape. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So for all my card swap people, washi tape is amazing on the back of envelopes. I love decorating my envelopes with washi tape. And then both sets of ephemera. So you've got the regular and the frames and tags. So that is all available from Cartabella. And then the last one, a beautiful fall collection. So this one is called It's Autumn, and this is also from Cartabella. So the 12 by 12 papers are a beautiful heavyweight textured paper, which I love. Just catching up on comments. Has anyone seen, okay, or know where to get the beautiful storage units with built-in desk and fold-out doors? I say what? We're talking about papers here. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're asking about that. My whole room is filled with IKEA, and it works amazing for storage and my craft room setup. Okay, everyone almost forgot practicing for speed. Okay, I'm just catching up on comments. Okay, so this is the autumn one. Again, you can see the gorgeous rainbow of pattern papers that are in there. And everything from your traditional scarecrows to barns to pumpkins, tractors, all kinds of great things in this one. And then we have a solid pack. So again, that color combination. Oh, yes, the dream box. Yeah, that might be what she's talking about. Good luck shipping that across the border. Oh, my. I don't even want to know what that would be. And then you've got chipboard in 2 different styles. One is a lot of titles and then graphics. There is a 6 by 6 paper pad. We've got puffy stickers and enamel dots, and then both types of ephemera. So some really great options for fall papers if you're looking for those. And that is it. Woohoo! Okay, so let's recap. We are doing 2 draws. The second one, you know what? I should activate the second one, and then we'll talk about the first one. So we are going to do a live draw. So this is happening right now. So if you are watching this video on replay, it will not apply. You can enter the phrase in as much as you want, but unfortunately it's not going to be effective. So this is for a live right now. So for people who are here right now, we are going to give away a $10 gift card. So what happens is I'm going to have a banner that goes across the bottom of the screen, and it's going to have a word in it. And you're going to type that word in the comments, but only when I say go. Because if you do it now, I haven't activated the giveaway tool, so it's not going to capture your comments. Okay, so I'm going to make the banner go, and it should go across the bottom of the screen. Okay, since we talked so much about postage, that is our magic word today. Okay, now don't go typing it yet because it's not going to be effective. I will say if you misspell it, it's not going to capture it. So it has to be spelt correctly, and all one word, no spaces or anything like that. And I'm going to hit the collecting tool right now. So you can begin typing that word into the comments. Okay, and it's going to capture that while I talk about this. So while you're doing that, pay attention to this. This is a shopping reward here. So these are going to be given away to 2 people that place an order between now and midnight. Okay, and it's got to be something that we talked about in the live. Okay, and in the comments of your order, you must put the word live. If you do not put the word live, I just skip right over you. If you put an order in at 2 o'clock in the morning, it does not qualify for this draw. Okay, so even if you put the word live in your comments, it's not going to count. So by midnight tonight, something in the live, and you have to put the word live, live stream, love your live, your lives are amazing, I love your lives, whatever you want to put in there. I love your messages. I read them all. So put the word live in the comments of your order before midnight tonight, and you will be entered into a random draw, and 2 people are going to win this. Okay, so that's that draw. The postage one is taking place right now. So far I've captured 60, almost 60 comments. There are 85 people watching right now. So some of you have not entered. So if you want to do that, I'm just going to give you another 30 seconds or so. Now this one, we're going to pick a winner, and that winner has to email the store. Okay, so I'm going to take my banner down. I'm going to take it down for a second, and I'm going to put the email up. So this is where you have to email. If you're the winner, you email us and you let us know that you are the winner and that you won the $10 gift card. And then we will reply to that email and give you the gift card information. Okay, so if you never email us, you're never going to get that gift card information. So definitely make sure that you do that. Okay, so I'm going to put our banner back up. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and do the draw now. So what I got to do is share my screen. Okie dokie. There we are. So I'm going to go ahead and hit draw. It's going to randomly jump through all of you and pick a winner. And it will pop up here. I love seeing all the little pictures. Okay, so W. Cowell, you are our winner of our $10 gift card. So you have to email the store and let us know you are the winner. I'm just going to remove this banner again and put this one up. Email the store, let us know you're the winner, and then we will get that gift card information to you. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. The other thing I would love to have you do is give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is so important. And then you will get notifications by email to let you know when we have gone live. So whether you catch it live or whether it's a video we just upload, you'll get information so that you won't miss anything. I will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And we are going to be doing one of our product spotlights. We will be creating something tomorrow, but it's super fun. I'm not going to give you any more information than that, but you do not want to miss this. It's a super fun project, and I think you're going to love it. So I hope you tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. If you can't come live, no big deal. You can always watch it on replay and still get all the details that way. Okay. So that is it. I'm out, and we will see you again soon.